The lost civilization of Islam, a forgotten glory. The world once witnessed the golden age of Islamic civilization, a period that reshaped history. From the magnificent palaces of Baghdad to the illuminating universities of Andalusia, from the bustling trade centers of Samarkand to the scholarly hubs of Timbuktu, Islam not only brought spiritual enlightenment, but also advancements in science, technology, and culture that influenced the entire world. At its peak, the Islamic world was a beacon of civilization, where scholars, artists, and intellectuals from various backgrounds gathered. Islamic cities thrived as centers of knowledge, far surpassing medieval Europe in education and scientific discovery. But today, that brilliance is just a distant memory, hidden in the pages of history. How did such a powerful civilization collapse? What caused its disappearance from the world stage? And can we ever restore its former glory? Join us as we uncover the lost civilizations of Islam, a story of greatness, tragedy, and invaluable lessons for humanity. 1. Baghdad, the city of 1,000 lights that fell into darkness. Between the 9th and 13th centuries, Baghdad was the center of global knowledge. Caliph Harun al-Rashid and his son, al-Ma'mun, established the House of Wisdom, a grand institution that translated and preserved knowledge from Greece, Persia, India, and China. Great scholars such as al-Khwarizmi, Ibn Sina, and al-Razi pioneered mathematics, medicine, and astronomy, laying the foundation for modern science. But in 1258, disaster struck. The Mongols, led by Hulagu Khan, invaded Baghdad. Within days, the city was in ruins. Thousands of priceless manuscripts, centuries of accumulated knowledge, were thrown into the Tigris River, turning its waters black with ink. Millions perished, and the heart of Islamic civilization was silenced. 2. Al-Andalus, the lost jewel of Europe. In the West, Al-Andalus stood as a beacon of Islamic brilliance in Europe. Cities like Cordoba, Seville, and Granada flourished as centers of knowledge, art, and tolerance. At its peak, Cordoba housed over 70 libraries containing millions of books, far surpassing any European city of the time. But internal conflicts weakened Al-Andalus. The Reconquista, a Christian campaign to reclaim Spain, slowly dismantled Islamic rule. The final blow came in 1492 when Granada fell to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. Libraries were burned, scholars were exiled, and Islamic heritage was erased from Spanish history. 3. Fustat, the first Islamic city in Africa. That vanished. Fustat, Egypt's first Islamic capital, was established in 641 CE by Amr ibn al-As. It became a major trade and administrative center under the Umayyads and Abbasids. The city was also home to the Mosque of Amr ibn al-As, one of the oldest mosques in the world. However, in 1168, the Ayyubid rulers burned down Fustat to prevent it from falling into the hands of the Crusaders. Today, only ruins remain on the outskirts of Cairo. 4th, Nishapur, the forgotten city of knowledge and trade. Located in Persia, modern-day Iran, Nishapur thrived along the Silk Road as a hub of commerce and scholarship. It produced legendary scholars like Al-Ghazali and Omar Khayyam. However, in 1221, the Mongols invaded, massacring the population and reducing the city to rubble. Nishapur never regained its former glory. 5. Balkh, the mother of cities. That faded away, known as the mother of cities, Balkh in Afghanistan was a center of Islamic learning and culture. It was the birthplace of Jalaluddin Rumi and Ibn Sina, Avicenna. But like Nishapur, Balkh was destroyed by the Mongols in the 13th century, leaving behind only ruins of its once glorious past. 6. Ghazni, the Islamic empire that shook the world. In the 10th to 12th centuries, Ghazni in Afghanistan was a powerful empire under the Ghaznavid dynasty. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni transformed the city into a cultural and scientific hub, inviting scholars like Al-Biruni. However, invasions by the Ghurids and Mongols led to the city's downfall. Today, little remains of what was once one of the greatest Islamic capitals. 7. Samarkand, the Pearl of the Silk Road. Samarkand was one of the most important cities in Central Asia, thriving as a center of trade, art, and science. During the Timurid Empire, Ulugh Beg, a prince and astronomer, built one of the most advanced observatories of his time. However, shifts in trade routes and external invasions diminished Samarkand's influence. Why did these Islamic civilizations disappear? Several key factors contributed to the decline of these once great cities. Foreign invasions, such as the Mongol conquests and the Reconquista, internal divisions and political struggles that weakened unity, changes in trade routes, which left key cities economically unstable, European colonialism, which further diminished Islamic influence. Lessons from history. Can we rise again? History teaches us that no civilization lasts forever, but it also shows that revival is always possible. Islam once led the world in science, education, and innovation. Can it rise again? To restore our lost greatness, we must learn from the past. Valuing knowledge, unity, and progress is the key to rebuilding a civilization that stands strong once more. The question is, will we only be witnesses to history, or will we be part of a new Islamic renaissance? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest videos. Share this video so more people can learn about the lost Islamic civilizations.